Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I'm here planning for September 1st through the 7th. This is in my B&R Paper Crafts Plan B planner. This week I'm using this B&R Paper Crafts kit called Neutral for the second time. This is a deluxe kit on matte vinyl. There's so much stuff in these kits, I can definitely easily get 2 full spreads out of it. So I used this one last year, and then I'm going to use it again this year. So this page has 4 full boxes. I then have a box with glittery boxes, not glittery boxes, a bunch of functionals, icons, 2 more full boxes, some more functional stuff, a set of glitter headers, 3 more full boxes. So I've got a lot going on already in here. And then I did pull in some extras. I pulled in this Kelly Crate small brush pen in black. You can't even tell who it's from anymore, but I promise that's where it's from. So I can put in the days of the week. I also pulled in this washi that's kind of brown with old-timey cameras on it. I felt like it went with the vibes, so I pulled that. It's from AC Moore. Michaels owns this brand now, not sure. And then this is a really old washi from Michaels that has gold foiling. I thought it would be fun to pull in just like a little bit of gold. We'll see how much I actually pull in during the week. And then I have 1 set of glitter headers here. I did pull in an extra set from Calicat. This is a leftover from the Cabin Life kit. It's not exactly the same glitter, but I think it's gonna go well enough. And then I pulled in these 4 super skinny washies from Amazon. I'm gonna use, oh, this one's upside down with the butterflies. I'm gonna use one of these along the top because I don't need that header to be as wide. So my plan, I think I'm gonna use maybe the dots along the top. So I'm going to use the dots along the top, those 2 on the bottom washi, stick this stuff in, write in some stuff, if I can find my tweezers, put in some dates. These are Beauty 360 tweezers from CVS from like 10 years ago. Anyway, I'm going to do all of that stuff, and then I will be back so we can do the interesting bits. All right, here's where we're at so far. I folded this page, so that's delightful. But otherwise, I think it's looking pretty cute. I tried to spread out the gold throughout, so I think that turned out pretty good. So next up, I need the pages that have full boxes on them, so that I can set those up. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 full boxes. So I do have an extra one. This one I think is the one that I'm going to treat as an extra, just in case I don't have space. I feel like it's the most generic of all of them. So I think I'm going to put these 2 together, these 2 together. And then I think these 2 are going to go together and these 2 are going to go together. I think is going to be my strategy. So I'm going to stick this one as my quote box just because I really like it. I think it's super cute. There we go. So then that puts this one as my box here on Thursday. I am going to just run them all through the center. That's really what I set up the headers for, so I think that'll work out best. And then I feel like I need to spread the coffees out. So I think the 2 that look the most cozy, I'm going to stick one here on Sunday, and then I'm going to stick one here on Monday. If I could get this straight, that would be delightful. All right, there we go. So then that leaves me with this one here on Friday. Apparently one of those headers is not perfectly straight. Oh well, I'm just gonna leave it, not gonna try to fix that. And then this one here on Wednesday. And then I'm gonna stick the last two here on Saturday. And then, so this is a page done. That's awesome. And then here on Tuesday, there we go. So that leaves this guy if I have space down here at the bottom. Okay, so then we can move in to the sidebar, I guess. I don't have like a lot of like functional things for the sidebar left in this particular kit, but I think that that's going to be fine. So what I'm going to do, let me see what I have. I did pull out a bunch of script stickers because I feel like I'm bad at using them and it would be nice to actually use them for a change. So what do I have in like the to-do? I have some importance. These are all foiled, but none of them are gold foiled. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do, what headers do I have left? Work, cleaning, family, and spending. And then I have some blanks down here. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick in one of the blanks. If I could get it lined up, that would be ideal. And then I'm gonna put on it this Avalon and 9th important. I'm gonna just try to center that. There we go. And then I'm gonna put one of these down. There are 7 spots, so I could use this as a meal tracker. There we go. And then I think I can put these back here for now. And then I think I'm gonna do this one that says family. Trying to get it lined up again. There we go. And then I'm gonna put, I think, a box. Do I want it to be glittery? Sure, why not? Gonna stick that in like so. And then that does leave me like a good amount of space left. So I want to stick this in. That leaves me just like a little gap still. I think this is going to be too big. So let me see, first of all, how much does this fill? Yeah, the bill due is too big. I think I could put in another one of these 1/3 boxes. So I'm going to make this one not glittery so that they don't match. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use these for, but I think it's going to be, I'll figure it out. All right. Not perfectly straight, but I'm just going to go with it. I think that's good enough. And I think that looks pretty cute. All right, on to the daily plans. First off, I need, do I want another 1/3 box? Sure. I am going to stick in one of these guys. So this is Labor Day here in the US, which basically means it's day off from work. I feel like that's the important parts of things to cover. So I'm going to stick this in, I think maybe like here. And then I'm going to use this Avalon and 9th family time header. And I'm just gonna cover that like so. So that will cover that part pretty well. I don't think I have some day offs, but again, not in the right colors. And I have ones that say vacation, which again, not super helpful. What do I have on these random ones? I don't think any of those really help either. Okay, that's fine. Down here, I am going to put, I'm actually going to put it as an appointment box, I think. This is going to be for our flight home. That is not straight at all. I'm willing to accept that the header is probably not straight, but I at least have to get these close, you know? All right, there we go. That's good enough. So that covers that much. I think that's good enough. I think I'm gonna delay my plan with me and have it go up on Tuesday. So I'm just going to accommodate with that. I then have these Calico little work stickers. These don't exactly match the other script, but I think it's gonna fit in well enough. And I'm gonna use these for the rest of the week. I can fit them in. There we go. I'm just gonna hang on to these for the second half of the week. And then I need to make my video go up. That's going up on Tuesday. Let's see, what do I have that works for these videos? I have the film reel. I could do like a laptop. I could do this guy. I could do a book. I could do the little Facebook because I literally never put anything on Facebook. All right. I think I'm gonna stick this box in like so. And then I'm gonna use the little film reel here on Tuesday. That's gonna be for my plan with me. Wednesday, I've got nothing planned right now. So we can move on to the second half of the week. It annoys me, I folded this, but there's nothing I can do about it. So we're just gonna have to live with it. All right, stick in my work header and another work header. Like so. So now those can go away. And put them back in here. And then Friday is the other video that needs to go up. So I think I'm going to use this guy. And this is going to be my August monthly with the highlights and all that good stuff. I think I am going to use the little Facebook guy because I have nothing else I ever use it with. That works, I think. And then on the weekend, I know we have a garlic festival that's happening. I don't know if we're gonna go. I don't think we have any strict plans for the weekend. So I'm just gonna put in the weekend banner and then leave the rest blank for now. So that puts me here for the pre-planning. And I think it's looking pretty cute. Stick around for just a second and you can see the finished spread. All right, here is the finished spread. I'll give it a little wiggle and a twerk. There is a little bit of foiling for the spread. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I did get really good use out of this second use of the B&R Paper Crafts neutral kit. I have a few icons left, some boxes, some glittery boxes, a few functional things, a few more functional things. And then these 2 pages of the kit are completely done. And then this page of the Calico leftovers, which were this glitter headers, that's also done. So I think really good use of this kit. And I think I'm gonna throw it back in its package for leftovers right now, but we'll see what happens when I go to sort my leftovers, if I just throw that in my stash. Other things that I used in addition to these Calicat Co. headers, this skinny washi up here at the top is from Amazon. This camera washi is from AC Moore. Michaels now owns that brand. I don't think it's available, but you can check. And then this one with the glittery vines is also from Michaels. Also, I don't think available still. Looking up at the top, the pen is a Kelly Creates small brush pen. And then I also used these like white bordered, this one, and this one. All come from Avalon and Ninth. And then these little work scripts come from Calicat Co. And then I think everything else came from the kit. So I think really good kit usage and really finished some things off. This week was crazy busy at work. And then over the weekend, we did some errands. We went and picked Asian pears. We went to the Garlic Festival. So overall, a really good weekend, just very busy during the week. So I think that's all I have for today. So as always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know how your week went down below, or if you don't have anything that you want to leave me a puppy emoji just to say hi. I'd love to hear from you, and also cute puppies in the comments sounds perfect. And then follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Creative Life of Liz. You'll see in progress and finished spreads. I tag the shops on Instagram. I include them in addition to a description in my alt text on Blue Sky. I also show you bits and pieces of my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.